I'm really honored. I'm really honored to be with you, and really thank you, Oksana, to inviting me to have this opportunity to be with you and to share my knowledge and experience. So please feel free to ask me any questions you want to, you have in your mind. So, and just before I will start the presentation, and I will tell you all that I know about LinkedIn, and not only LinkedIn, as you will show. So I have to say that this year was really extreme for me, and I felt so much. So I felt so close to you, and I'm really happy that even such a small presentation I can give can support you anyhow. So thank you, Oksana, once again for this invitation. And just I want to tell you that my foundation and Talenti as well, we are running different projects that are supporting Ukrainian women who are in Poland, living in Poland, looking for a job. So we do such presentations like this, but we are helping also with looking for a job. And we give some extra courses, and this is what I'm really proud of. So we do integrate Polish women who are looking for a job with Ukrainian women who are looking for a job here. So I hope this could help to understand all our nations all together. So let's start. This is just to start the presentation. No, it's not working. Okay, let's do it like this. Once again, it works. No, why not? Okay, once again, maybe now. Can you see the presentation? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. Wait. Okay. So this is a picture just to start. It's from Oksana, and this one as well. So that's why I wanted to show you that I feel really close to you, even though we are far away. Just few words I want you to remember about me. I thank you for this introduction, but just that this is what is really close to me. It's social impact, women empowerment, diversity and inclusion, and leadership by mission, and also travels, startups, and my family. I'm also mother of 3, so I have some experience, some family experience as well. So this is just a few words I really want you to remember. And today we will concentrate on LinkedIn, and I will try to show you why is it worth being on LinkedIn, and how it can be helpful for you, and why it can be helpful for you, whatever you do in your professional life or personal life, and where to start your adventure on LinkedIn. And I will show you all the tricks and important information about the LinkedIn profile, and I will try to explain you what to do and what to avoid, just to have fun with LinkedIn. Okay, and as we said before, you can just switch your microphone on and ask questions. We are we have a very small group, so it's not a problem. So before I will start to speak about LinkedIn, I want to show you why is it why we are speaking about LinkedIn, because this is not only a tool to build your awareness, to build your network, but this is the tool that can show you how to present yourself in a bigger group, and how to we can say, stand out of the crowd, like on this picture, to show you your experience, your knowledge, to show your personality, and to show all important informations you can you want to present about yourself. So that's why we will speak about LinkedIn and personal branding, but not to be so serious. I have to say that personal branding is not only the situation when you put your name on everything, but I want to show you that personal branding and LinkedIn could be a very useful tool to build your professional personal branding. So very quickly, before we go to LinkedIn, I really like this. This sentence that your brand is what people say about you when you leave the room. And it's a sentence by Jeff Bezos. I'm sure you know him. And sometimes I may not agree with him, but at the same time, it depends. It's really interesting to think about what people say when you leave the room, and what would you like people to tell about you when you leave the room. So thinking about this, I have to say that personal branding is not something which is restricted, or something which is dedicated to Kim Kardashian or Jeff Bezos. I really want you to think about personal branding as a tool that is for everyone. And even you think that you might not interested in building a personal branding, you do it anyway. And you can do it consciously or not, but this is something you build every day. And it can be really useful when you are developing, when you do your professional, when you build your professional experience, when you develop your business, and this could be a really very important tool. And what I want to show you, and I'm sure you know it, that social media could be a waste of time. I will speak about this today as well, but could be an ally. And that's why I want you to show you that LinkedIn could be really your ally, and social media as well. There is the fourth thing which is important is social selling. I thought you may write on chat if you know this or not, but social selling is an issue really worth knowing nowadays, because people, we used to say that people, they really like to, they don't like to pay, they don't want to be a client, but they really like to buy things. And if you are not a salesperson, but you want to share your ideas, you want to build an organization like my organization, I am always selling something, even though I'm selling ideas or important things I want to do in my professional life. And the fifth thing is that personal branding is something which is not really difficult. And I want to show you that it's not really difficult. So just before we go to LinkedIn, and if we speak about personal branding, I don't know how to say it in Ukrainian. In Polish, it will be, we used to say also the personal branding, or marka osobista, which is more connected is much more familiar than personal branding. But you can increase your visibility inside the company, on the job market, in your industry, or on your university, on the university, or on your course. You want to show yourself as an expert. It also increases your credibility and trust to your person, and people will know more that you are good at something, and they can ask you some questions. They can invite you as an expert to a conference, or to ask you for a comment to a report or something, because they have to know that you are good and at this subject. This is something which is really important for me, that I feel the sense of empowerment, and I'm stronger when I present myself that I know something in a field that is important for me. So this is something that it could be also very useful, and it can also develop your career, getting a better job or finding a job, because I will show you that it's really important. The personal branding and LinkedIn and all social media are so important when you are looking for a job or better job or building your business. And I've told you that sometimes people say that you need to be very brave to be really active on social media, but I feel that if you became a fearless, you can really become also a limitless, and I will show you that it's possible. I hope you know Robert Lewandowski, and I was looking for a person who is really well known, and I remind myself when I spent when I was in Africa, in Tanzania, in a very, very small village, with no electricity, but people knew about Robert Lewandowski, and they asked me, could you say hello to Robert Lewandowski, because he is from Poland. And I have never met Robert Lewandowski, but no one will ask me who he is. I hope you know who he is. Oksana, you know Robert Lewandowski? Okay. I hope.
Yes, I know. It's a
yes. Good. Okay, so how to take care of your personal branding? So just to be sure that if you are in the process of building a personal brand, it's not a process that is from the beginning to the end. You can plan in 1 year to build your personal. It lasts all your working life. I can say also all your life, and this is what is important. You can start it at any time. So whatever you do right now, whatever you are looking for a job, or you are creating your business, or maybe you are as a student, you are just at the beginning of your career, it's really good time just to start. It means also thoughtful actions and corrections, because you don't need to be perfect with your profile, with your personal brand. You just need to be as good as you can be at this time. And this is something you can really correct, change. Even there are some extra changes in your life. You can really nicely present it on LinkedIn, of course, but as a part of a personal brand as well. So you can build a contacts and relationship with all your employers, friends, and other people, professional contacts, which is very, very useful on your career path. So what you can do and where to start. This is something which is extremely nice, and sometimes not so nice, but this is something when you can start just to, you can do it maybe after the presentation. Just type your name and surname into Google and check if everything which you can find on you, you like it or not. And then decide if you would like to change something, or if there is something to do and to change. So this is something to start with, and just to make sure, if you check what is written in internet, on all social media where you are active on, and also in Google. So all the web pages, you can be listed as a participant of a school, as a student, or some lectures, conferences, everything. Then you can see if this is something you agree with, and if not, you may ask to delete you, or you may try to present yourself in a way you really would like to be perceived as a person right now. So you can tidy up your social media. This is something which is really important when we look for a job. For example, if you took part in a big party, I don't know, and you are there, a lot of pictures. Maybe someone says that it's okay, but for some employers, it's not okay to see you, with a glass of wine or something. And you may decide if you want to leave this picture, or you want to delete it. But this is something up to you, and you decide how to present yourself. And the next thing is that I would like you to check if that's what you read about yourself, you like it or not, and then try to share what you really want to present about yourself. This is something which is really important. And think about what will interest people you want to speak, and whatever your experience or your interests are, you may decide if you want to be an expert. Like for me, it's important to be an expert about women's rights, equal rights of women, recruitment strategies, and employer branding strategies. So this is something which is important for me. I want to be perceived as an expert. So probably I will check if it's still okay, or there are some other informations about me I really don't want to be presented. So this is something which I recommend. And then you can choose a tool the most convenient for you. You might be on LinkedIn, and I will try to convince you to be there, active, and take advantage of this platform. But the same is for Facebook, the same is about Twitter, the same is about TikTok. You just need to decide which platform will be the most convenient for you. I know some people who run businesses, and they say, I'm not interested in being on LinkedIn because my clients are on Facebook, on TikTok, or Instagram. And this is really okay. This is really okay. Just you have to decide and just take further steps. But the thing which is important really for me, I don't want you to have that feeling that I ask you to delete your past or change yourself. It's always the easiest way to be yourself and to stay yourself, to show your really true side as you are. So this is something which is always really valid and important. So I hope you have a telephone, because I don't want to speak all the time, and I will try to play a little bit with you. Do you know Menti.com? I hope yes. And if not, just you may take your telephone and tap into telephone Menti.com and use a code 24713. I will switch the presentation. I will show you where we are, and I will go back there. Okay. Is it okay for you to have those telephones? Because I will check which.
Can you please repeat the code?
Could you Oksana?
Can you please repeat the code? Repeat.
I will repeat. Okay, so take your telephone, and in a browser, just go to Menti.com. I will show you. Menti.com. Okay. And then you can, the system will ask you for a code, and then you write 24713. I will do it on chat as well.
Excuse me, I don't understand why, but I can't submit the voting. So I voted for Telegram, Instagram, and Pinterest, but unfortunately I can't submit it. So it's written here that voting is closed.
Oh, voting is closed. Okay, so I will check once again what's going on. Why is it closed? Because I did it really very new. Okay, maybe. So if it's not working, I really wanted to make it more fun. Okay. So if not, just we will do it on chat, okay? And I will try to see the chat right now. So the question is, so that's the question is, which social media are you use the most? And I wanted to ask you choose three social media channels you use the most often. So the first one will be, you know, every day, every hour, or every second. The second will be, you know, the second. Okay. We may do it on, okay, Victoria, thank you. Telegram, Instagram, Facebook. Okay, Oksana, Facebook and Telegram. Okay, Telegram, Instagram, Pinterest. Telegram, Instagram, YouTube. Okay, good. No, LinkedIn, Telegram, Instagram, Facebook. Good, thank you. Okay. Telegram, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Telegram. Oksana, thank you very much. Anya, Telegram, Instagram, Twitter. Okay. And do you have an account on LinkedIn? And you forgot about it, or you never created one? No. Oksana, no. I have. Victoria, good. No. Okay. 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 So thank you very much. It's really helpful. I wanted to make it more fun, but if it's not working, we will go back to LinkedIn and I will start the presentation once again. We don't have much time, so I won't fight the technology. Okay, so why LinkedIn? I really do like LinkedIn, but I have to say that, you know, some people say that LinkedIn sucks, and I won't fight with it because like any other social media like TikTok, Instagram have, even Telegram, Facebook, TikTok have some pros and cons. And if we speak about LinkedIn, I want to be aware of it, that as all the social media channels, you can spend a lot of time and you may like it, or you may say it's not for me. So it's not that I want to like you to convince you to use LinkedIn. I want you to think about it, if it could be a useful tool for you. And you know, sometimes people say that LinkedIn is like, you know, in reality you are just Agnieszka Czmyr-Kaczanowska. Yes, but on LinkedIn you are a CEO. You have, you know, some fancy words to add, and this is something real, and it's good to be aware of it. Sometimes when you use Telegram and Facebook or Instagram, you may think that if someone asks you to be a friend, you will accept it if you know that person. But on LinkedIn, it's more like you may have an interest in being in contact with some people even you don't know. Sometimes, so for some people, it could be really creepy to have an invitation from someone you've never met before. And there are some funny jokes about LinkedIn, then you may say that, okay, I've got 4,000 friends on LinkedIn, and I really don't know who they are. So this is just to make sure that you know it. But LinkedIn is really, really becoming most popular, much more popular than every year. And now it's 900 million members in 200 countries. And this is really fast-growing platform. And the more facts about LinkedIn that I want you to remember, that every week, almost 50 million people use LinkedIn for job search. So you can imagine this is really the most important way to find a job, because every minute, approximately 6 people is getting hired on LinkedIn. I will show you how to find all those job offers there. And more than 77 job applicants are submitted on LinkedIn every second. So even during this presentation, you can imagine how many new members of LinkedIn we have. Half of the users on LinkedIn have a university degree. And it also shows that, that it's more professional than Facebook, and certainly more professional than TikTok, or but of course, it depends on what you really want to achieve and how would you like to build your personal brand. So the average number of contacts is between 500 and 1,000, and you can find people which have 33,000 contacts, which is the maximum. And then you reach the maximum level of contacts, and you have to, get rid of some contacts on LinkedIn to invite new people. And yeah, and I will show you, because I was looking for information about Ukraine, and so how many Ukrainians are there in now in your country? You may write on chat, because only, in my opinion, only 4.5 million Ukrainians are now on LinkedIn. But my country is much more smaller than yours, and we are almost the same number of Polish people in really active on LinkedIn. And comparison to UK, which is UK, UK citizens are 35 million UK citizens on LinkedIn. So I wanted to show you that there is a space for you to be on LinkedIn, to build your personal brand, even you think maybe it's, yeah, so what's the chat? Yeah, 40 million, good. Okay, wait, how can we go further? Okay, so who we can meet on LinkedIn? I'm sure that this is obvious. People from different industries with different experience, and you can find some people from IT sector, from businesses, e-commerce, technology, finance, production. Every you can find salesperson from finance, and also from tech companies. So different industries and with different experience. You can find also middle and senior management, but the same juniors and people at the beginning of their careers. I have in my contacts, I also have some really young people who are building their personal brand and doing many interesting things for other students and young people, and even in really children. So that's not the children are on LinkedIn, but people who are really active for very, very young kids. Of course, social activists and entrepreneurs. So I've checked that the main user group in Ukraine of LinkedIn, it's people between 25 and 34 years old. It's more than, it's around 60%. And this is something which is interesting for me, because when I speak with younger people who I work with, they say that LinkedIn is for elderly people. elderly people, but the statistics, they do not show it. So this is something interesting. As you see, Ukrainians are really young on LinkedIn, but we Poles, we Polish people, we are a little bit older than in Ukraine. So let's go. 6 things I want you to think about when you think about building your LinkedIn profile. You can create it to build your brand, as I told you, but you can also share your knowledge and building your expertise. You may share, even right now in those difficult times, you may share what you think, what is important for you, what you think is worth sharing with other world, and tell it to other people. You can build your network and reach out people who are important for you to you. Then later we can if you can remind me, because we can check how far is from me, for example, to some other important person like in US. We may check how many connections, for example, to wife of Robert Lewandowski I have. We can check it we can check it out, and I think it's not so far. So you can reach people who are important for your business, for things you do in your life, just to contact them through LinkedIn. And this is a tool to this, of course, to maintain your business relationship, to present yourself, to present your brand, to present your products, to present your activities, and of course to get inspired and to learn, because LinkedIn is also for me, for example, is really important tool of learning, and of course it can be useful to find a job. I'll show you some important statistics. So where to start building your brand on LinkedIn? I think few questions, and then we will go to some details. First of all, you may think about what do you want, who do you want to reach, which group you would like to reach on LinkedIn, and what are their needs you can address. Like for example, for me, what I'm writing and what I'm doing on LinkedIn, I'm sharing important programs which we do inside the foundation, or I'm sharing some reports and inspiring data about women and rights of women, just to make sure that everybody knows it, or all my network knows it and can be aware of it. Then you can think about how you can help your audience, and what do you want to share, and how do you want to speak to them. There are different ways, because you may, and I will show you later, you may write an article, you may write posts, you may create a video, you may send newsletters and mailings and different tools. But I don't want to show you too much at one time, and then just do it. Now I will just summarize what you can do on LinkedIn, but then I will show you, and this will be much more interesting. I hope interesting for you. I will check the time, and it's okay. Okay, so you might do networking, and you have first, second, and third position of people you can reach out, and I can imagine then that my network is the closest network will be the first step, and the second will be that I have someone in my context who can be who is familiar with someone else, and I will show you. I will show you then. Follow the profiles. You can follow the profiles of people and companies that are interesting for you. You can follow Jeff Bezos. You may follow different people who are really important for you, even the President of United States. You can also publish content, as I told you, articles, comments, videos, and different stories and messages. You may write a message to someone who is important and interesting for you, and then start a conversation with him. You may also share your professional knowledge, but also to say thank you to someone you would like to prize, or say thank you to your colleagues, or share information about your colleagues, which could be also a really important tool building your network. You can participate in thematic groups. There are groups on LinkedIn as well. They are quite interesting, but of course time consuming as well. Of course, you can search for jobs. There is a browse for job offers, and even the system could suggest you some important job offers that there are really matches to you, that match to your professional experience and your education, of course. You can search for experts and influencers in your field, or even you organize a conference, you want to invite some important experts in your field. You may use LinkedIn, and it could be a really quick possibility to contact the best experts you can even imagine. And of course, you can collect and give recommendations, and I will show you how to do it just after we will speak about a few rules which are important to speak about. LinkedIn is more about reciprocity, which means that if you comment some post, you may if you comment and say thank you, it's very probable that someone will see this thank you and will say thank you as well. So this is something like you comment on post on someone, then she will come to you and comment your post. This is how it works. You can invite context with a short note, and I hope when you create your account, you can invite me with a short note. It's a good rule that shows that you know how it works, and you present yourself in 300 words, and you say, I want to invite you to my network. You do interesting things, and I will be honored to be a part of your network as well. So this is how it works. You are just professional if we in contact, and real. This is important to present real and complete data, and even a photo. This photography is important when you look for a job. Profiles with photos are better presented and really often visited by the others. And you can also complete your profile. The system will show you how many informations you can still add. What is important on LinkedIn? It's the regularity. So LinkedIn promotes you when you are active, when you comment, you share, you use LinkedIn to your professional context. And what is important? The authenticity. And you can be really true yourself on LinkedIn, and you can find your best way to be on LinkedIn, and of course observing others. And this is something good for beginning, and I can imagine that you may think that it's quite complicated, but you can just start with observing the others. And I will show you my LinkedIn profile from inside, and I will show you how to navigate there, what is important to for the beginning. Okay. Okay, I hope you can see it. It will be in Polish, but we can then switch to English or Ukrainian. I hope you can see it. The most important thing is this. This is a picture. I told you this is quite important, and the background picture, which is you can use your photo, you may add books, or you may add a graphics of your company, whatever. You can try to fit something which shows how you want to present yourself. And name, of course, it's as important. But then there is a place here. You can write there, and this is important to write, to remember this. This is important to write what is the field of your interest, because otherwise the system will upload here the name of your last professional experience. So I'm for example, this employer branding manager. So instead of diversity, inclusion, women empowerment, it will be written employer branding manager. And if you want to present yourself as an expert of sales or e-commerce, it's better to write e-commerce here, just those important words you want to build your brand on. And this is something really important. The next thing, which is very important, this will be automatically uploaded to your profile. With this, the next thing is very important, and many people avoid to do it. You see, I think, okay, now I'm on Ukraine. This is in Ukrainian. I don't know why, but I will check it. This is about me. I don't know why it's in Ukrainian. It's about me, and this is it's 2,000 words about you, and this is something which is really often read by people who will visit your profile. And this is something I really insist not to forget about filling, because this is really very important. Okay, this is something. Next thing will be important. Then you can fill out your experience, your professional experience. You can add your faculty. You can add your company, whatever you want. This is up to you. And then you have the education, which is in Polish is wykształcenie, and then you can add your university and different colleges you finished, and license and certificates. And yes, and recommendations. This is a really important part about the recommendations, but this is something I think you will discover by yourself. Just to summarize, this is really important. This is to take care of this and take care of this note about me. And I will show you now. Here on the right corner, you will see, okay, this is the Polish version. You can add a version in English, which is important. If people who use the English version of LinkedIn, they will look for you. Probably the first thing they will show your English profile instead of Polish one. And you can make, like, it's not another account. It's the one account with different language versions, and you may create it like you want. And for today I created my Ukrainian profile, so you can I don't understand it very well, but you can see it's just by switching the link you may have it in different languages. I will go back to Polish because I feel more comfortable. And the last thing I want you to remember just before we almost finished, here is the public address and URL address. And this is something important because I hope you will see it. Okay. This is important. You can edit this link here, and this is really tricky because not everybody knows about it. And you may create a personalized address for yourself with your name and surname. If not, the system will add some letters, some numbers to your name. And this is, you know, it's good to have to reserve it, because this is a unique, very unique address in, you know, in whole LinkedIn profiles. So it's really good to reserve it for you. In Polish, in Poland, we have some names, really typical names like Kowalska or Nowak. And if your name is Kowalska or Nowak, it's really difficult to have this URL address. So I really suggest to have it, and you can show it. You can see it. Okay, I will show you. Okay, this is here. I hope you can see it. This is here. Okay. This is look. Okay. You are almost finished with this part. Of course, you may check here work. You may look for some job opportunities. You may even say to LinkedIn and to other audience that you are looking for a job, and then recruiters will probably easy find you. There is an option you can okay, this, you know, this okay, I will check how it's in Ukrainian. Okay. No, it's still in Polish, but privacy and you know, all the important things you can find here in on this how is it, ustawienia, I don't know how to say it in English, but you know, all the you may decide whatever you want, which language you want to communicate, what are your preferences. It's really up to you to make some decisions here. And for the beginning, it's just enough. And I will come back to you, because now we can go to questions. Yeah, why should not be in your okay, we will discuss it. Just make sure. I just want to summarize a few things, and we can go to questions. Okay. So we did it, some secret of LinkedIn language version, and what's going on? Why is not working? Can you see this? Okay. And summary of your profile, language version, and settings. Yes, that's what I missed. LinkedIn settings. So we started with personal branding, because this is the most important thing if you decide to be on LinkedIn. This is why you can be on LinkedIn, just to build your personal brand, to extend your to express yourself, to present yourself, to present your professionality, and to build your network. And this is something really connected to personal brand. I tried to show you how to engage on LinkedIn and to work LinkedIn in your favor, and how to get started, and how to just start with LinkedIn today. And this is everything. I really encourage you to, if you decide to create LinkedIn profile, you may connect me. Remember, you may add a note, or you can always ask me, then I can help you and make some suggestions to your profile. So this is it. I think I'm on time. We still have some time to answer your question. Oksana, could you want to say something? And
yes, thank you very much, Agnieszka. Do you hear me good?
Yes.
Yeah. So I have one question. What should not be in your profile in LinkedIn? What should not be? What we should not write or maybe tell about us? Because we use very different social media, and they had different style. I don't know. So if we're talking about LinkedIn, what should not to be in this your profiles?
Okay, so I will set LinkedIn is about being professional. So if you want to be rude or you want to scream about something, maybe it's not a good place. But you can do everything, whatever you want, because LinkedIn is changing as well. And at the beginning, LinkedIn was really, really professional, and you may say only very fancy professional things. But now you can find on LinkedIn very private posts, very private informations, even when you ask for help. So it's changing. But as long as you feel okay with something, you may put it on LinkedIn. If you think it's good for you, you may put it on LinkedIn. Sometimes it's even better that you may present some important information which are not very easy to, I can say, digest, but there will be a conversation under the post. There will be people who will react, people who will share what they knew, and this is also good. As long as you feel okay with it, just do it.
Thank you. Thank you for the answer.
Julia said never created LinkedIn.
Yeah, I've never created LinkedIn, so I didn't have any questions. I just wanted to thank you for telling us such an interesting information. So dziękuję bardzo. It was really interesting.
Bardzo dziękuję. Thank you, Julia. I hope that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wanted to ask, what is different about LinkedIn in comparison to other social networking sites?
Very, very good question. Each social media has, their speciality. Like, Instagram, you may say pictures, beautiful pictures, and the text is not so important. LinkedIn will be more about text, but pictures are important as well, but they are additional. So that's the difference between LinkedIn and Instagram. But of course, on Instagram, you may share even your meals, your keys and everything what you want. It's up to you. On LinkedIn, a little bit the same, but just it's good to remember that LinkedIn is more for professional and like expert, building your awareness as an expert. So if you think that you want to share, if you for example on Instagram you present maybe some important thoughts about life, you may do the same on LinkedIn. But be aware that it will be perceived as your as something you want to share with people on the professional on the professional level. So that will be difference. What's the difference between Facebook and LinkedIn? This difference could be not so strong as like, for example, TikTok, because on Facebook you may build your professional life as well and your professional expertise as well. But LinkedIn is more about connecting and networking. And as I told you at the beginning, we can check right now how far is it from Anna Lewandowska from me. So if you want to invite Anna Lewandowska, she is a wife of Robert Lewandowski and very famous and fancy. We may check if you can contact me, and then I can contact someone who knows her very well, and then we can reach her very easily. It could be a little bit much more difficult on Facebook, even though you can write a message, but probably it will be a message not to her, but to her assistant or something. So it's just about contact. I'm building my professional network on LinkedIn, and I'm on my Facebook account. I'm more, it's my private account, more private. It's public, but it's more private. So this will be the difference. TikTok, it's totally different. I may say we have a Telegram account of our foundation, and it was created to communicate with Ukrainian women in Poland. So I don't know it really well, and I don't know what will be the difference. You might tell me what could be the difference you feel between Telegram and LinkedIn.
I have never used LinkedIn, so I don't even know what is different. So this is why I'm asking. I think that I'll register there, but I haven't registered yet, and I have never been there.
Okay, so for the beginning, it's really good, to register, to create an account on a basic level, and then just to look around. You may choose people you want to, you like, you may observe them, you may invite some friends and some colleagues, and just like sometimes you visit, you just visit a museum and you go just look around, and just before prepare yourself to be more active, and you will find yourself more secure there. So this is something I think is important. Oksana, okay, there's a question, so I will read it before you may ask your question as well. How to find different jobs throughout LinkedIn? Yes, so the system will suggest you actually quite good job positions which are really answer to your to your education, to your job experience, professional experience, and you may look for job. There is a like a job board, and you may see all the job posts that are published. The second thing is that you may, this is something what we do really often. If you look for a job, maybe you have some companies that you would love to work, or your dream companies, and you may observe their account on LinkedIn, and you will be the first one who will get the information about new recruitment processes. The third thing about looking for a job on LinkedIn is that in settings you may click an option that you are looking for a job, which says to recruiters who have the paid version of an account that they can contact you in a private message, and for example, propose you a good job. And this is what recruiters really do. 97% of recruiters use LinkedIn to contact candidates. That's the most important thing. So this is a really good tool for looking for a job. As we work in the foundation, sometimes women we work with, they say that they don't need to have a curriculum vitae, CV, or any other documents. They just created an account and they got a job. So this could be very helpful. Social networks of Dia.Бізнес Center. Okay, I will look. Okay, any questions?
There are one question up in the chat. Can you see?
Yeah.
In general, Sage expert of looking at page of the company you are interested in.
Yes, that's what I was referring exactly. That you may because companies, I think. many global organizations and Polish organizations, and I'm sure Ukrainian companies as well, they have their company account, which you can follow and then be and sometimes contact them or see the people, and especially recruiters who work for this company, and then you can contact recruiters directly via message. And this is something which is very useful when you are looking for a job as well. There was someone who has an account. Victoria, are you using this account, or you just registered yourself?
Victoria, I think it's lost.
Victoria is lost.
It was really very interesting, and I think that everyone want to register in LinkedIn because, like you told before, that it's really important when you build your career and when you want to find some connection with different people with different sphere. So it's really very interesting. So I want to thank you that you joined for us and tell about your experience, what you do. And for me, it's a big thank you. You know that.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. Thank you, Oksana. Just at the end, I wanted to tell you that, you know, we really need you actually on LinkedIn. And it will be so good to have more people who are really young and active and committed, and to share what you think, what you read, what you watch, what is important for you, because we really need people to share good ideas. And this is something of what I wanted to invite you to share what you think. But at the beginning, you might just watch and use the knowledge is on that is on LinkedIn, and don't worry about the first steps. They are always difficult, but just it's really worth to start. And if you look for a job, this is the perfect way, I think. So please remember, you can contact. Oh, Christina, you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say thank you so much about this. Yeah, about this lecture, because it was wonderful. And also, I have a LinkedIn account, but I haven't got much information in my profile. But after your lecture, I would like to paste a lot of information about myself. So yeah, thank you so much, because it's really important, I think, for all of employers and for own business also. So yeah, LinkedIn is really important, and I thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. And I really just, if you decide to create, remember, I'm not, you don't have to create an account, but if you decide to create one, please invite me to your network. I will be really honored. And if you want me to see what kind of suggestions I can have, I will try to. I will do my best, even if it will be in Ukrainian. I will try to do my best. Thank you.
Yeah, so all in all, we are really grateful that you could tell us all this useful information. As you can see, of all these emotions, we are really thankful, and we would be really glad to see you other times. So we would like to cooperate with you too.
Thank you. You can, if there will be something you need, I know it, I will share with pleasure. So thank you. Okay. And hope to meet you soon. Bye bye.
Dziękuję bardzo i do widzenia.
Do widzenia. Dziękuję.